to the deepest secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a law threat. You keep the medals cause the real one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is your favorite old head, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you. Right now, listen, before we get too far in the video, you know exactly what you need to do. Make sure you drop a like, and let's get this video to at least 1,000 likes, right? That would definitely push the video to the recommended. And furthermore, if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe. I'm by far the hardest working YouTuber in 2K community, and hopefully you can appreciate that daily 9 a.m. upload, and you can show that appreciation by dropping a like and subscribing. All right, now let's get straight into this video. So today, my nephews and nieces, as we kick off NBA 2K22, you know I have to come and break down the next gen and the current gen console games. Okay, so what we're gonna do is this. First, we're gonna start off on next gen. I'm gonna tell you right now, there is no more demigod builds, so don't even worry about it, don't even think about it. All right, I want to just point out a few things, and I'm not going to keep you here long because I know nobody wants to see a long-winded video. But one thing I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna go to point guard. So first of all, let's go to the power forwards, because I know a lot of people on the power forwards are gonna be like, hey man, is the demigod build still here? Man, listen, man, go down to 210, and as you're gonna see, when you lower your weight, first of all, look at the speed at ball. When at 6'7" height, your speed with ball is only a 75. So that automatically takes you out, because if you go here and we go on to the next level here and we go down to speed with ball, guess what? Your speed with ball is only a 75. Look what badges you get in the right corner. You don't even get quick first step on gold, right? Even your ball handle at 83, you get nothing, man. Trust me. This is not going to be the ISO build no more. This is not going to be a build that you're going to use as a primary ball handler, okay? So let's just get that out of the way. Demigod builds are automatically gone, so you don't have to worry about that. But one thing I want to show you, right, what I think is pretty dope. Speed with ball, all right? Your speed with ball, in order to get the Hall of Fame quick first step, you need to have a 92 speed with ball. So what we want to do is lower the weight. But when you lower the weight, you see how your perimeter defense drops? Okay, so this is what you have to see, guys. This is going to be a huge chess match the whole time. Every attribute's going to have to, every attribute does matter, but you're going to also look, I dropped my weight down to 171. Look at my perimeter defense. My perimeter defense dropped all the way down to an 81. So weight is now attached to perimeter defense, okay? My speed with ball finally got up to the 92 that I need for Hall of Fame quick first step. But guess what? Your shooting, if you want to be able to shoot, which again, a 91 looks good, but your driving dunk is a 91. I want you to keep an eye on how this works, okay? So one thing I want to point out real quick again is that your close shot is connected to your mid-range shot this time. So if you max out your mid-range shot, as you see, look at close shot. You see how close shot goes up? So you no longer can just throw away close shot. You're going to see off rip that close shot, even though if you don't want it, you're still going to get attributes pulled up on it. Now, if you don't know, close shot is attached to a standing layup and a shot within 5 feet. All right, so I just want to point that part out, okay? And then also, again, what I want to point out here is that with the 91, even with a 91 3 ball, look at your badges, right? You still do not get all the Hall of Fame badges. You got to go higher up. Your speed with ball at a 92. As you can see, you finally get quick first step at Hall of Fame. You get your ball handle up to 90. And guess what? Even at this point right here, I will still have to go back, because now, as you can see, I don't even get Hall of Fame badges to unpluckable, right? And then now, you know, if you look at your perimeter defense, if you want to max that out, and then you can max out still, right? This say, for instance, you try to make a demigod build, right? 91 speed, 91 acceleration. Let's go and get some stamina there. And look, we're already capped out, right? So I just want you to know, do not worry about demigod builds. Demigod builds are completely gone. There's no more demigod builds, all right? So I just want to point that out. Your weight is attached to your perimeter defense. Your speed with ball as you can tell, is attached to your perimeter defense also. So I just want to point that out. So instance, if you go here to your perimeter defense and I lower my perimeter defense down to 25, you see my speed with ball drops, right? So now you got to keep that in mind. Your speed with ball and perimeter defense is attached. And I think a lot of people have to understand that. This is what makes this revamped build system so hard, because everything is now attached to the stuff that's very important. All right. And then the last thing I want to do real quick, because I don't want to make this long-winded, is just go ahead and max all this other stuff out. And then I'm going to show you another thing. So let's say, so takeovers are still the same. There's nothing that changed with the takeovers. So I want to just go ahead and get that out of the way because that's not important. This is important here. So, all right, create here. Let's go ahead and go to the next level. Let's go ahead and test this build out real quick. All right, get over here. All right, so boom. All right, so here we go. Now all of a sudden, even though if you look up at the top and it says I got 34 badge points, now look at the cost. Each different badge has a different cost. That's 4. When I click 4, now I only have 30 badges left over. I click 6 here. Sorry, now I only got 24 left over. So now you have to be, you can't just go all out with badges. You have to now really be very particular about how you pick your badges, man, right? Because now you just can't go all out and get these crazy Hall of Fame badges. You don't have enough. Right? So you have to be very, very particular. Look, I'm already out and I was just picking random stuff. So now it's no more just loading up. Even though you have 34 badge points, it's not going to be as what you think, because a lot of these badges have 5 value. 5. Before legend badges used to only be what? 4. Now you have 5. Let me see. I think this, let me see here. Let me see. This is 6. Circuitries is 6. So even badges that have more points, that are like more lethal, they're going to even cost more. All right. So that's 6 here. That's 6 for lucky 7. Right. That's 6 right there for set shooter. Right. So, 5 for slippery off ball. And the reason why it's only 5 for slippery off the ball, because people don't even use slippery off ball like that. So it's not even worth that much. 5 for volume shooter. That's actually not bad compared to other ones. Right. But anywho, so as you can tell, just to recap, right, close shot is attached to your mid range. Right. If you want to have a decent speed, if you want to have 99 speed, you're actually going to have to be 5'9", at least 5'9", to have 99 speed. All right. Your weight is attached to your perimeter defense, along with your speed with ball is attached to your perimeter defense. And then also, I know a lot of people are going to ask, if you want to have a crazy high driving dunk, you're going to have to at least have a 92 driving dunk to be able to have that. All right. So all in all, I feel like the next gen builder is definitely an A+. Now let's head over to the current gen builder and let's talk about that real quick. All right, my nephews and nieces. So now we are in current gen NBA 2K22. And the reason why this one is going to be a little bit shorter and sweeter is because it's not as much confusing. And trust me, next gen, I will go back and I will make sure, I will revisit it again. I just didn't want to cram y'all with so much information. I just wanted y'all to see like, damn, like next gen is really, really crazy. It's definitely not no easy way of making a build. There is no more demigod builds on there. It's almost like next gen is forcing you to basically be in a pie chart situation, even though there's no pie charts. But now we're going to go here. And the big thing here is I want to show y'all is that you have 4 additional badges, right? So let's check it out. Remember, this was the last one here with the mostly defense with a little bit of shooting, but now you have a mostly defense with a little bit of slashing. As you can tell, on the left side, it's pretty dope. All right. And then you have one with mostly slashing with a little bit of defense, which is pretty crazy. Then you have one that has mostly shooting with a little bit of defense, which would basically be like your 2-way sharpshooters. You have a high 3 ball, and then you have some mid-range defense. And then the next one you have is going to be mostly playmaking with a little bit of shooting, which is pretty OP if you think about it. I think that a lot of these badges here are definitely viable. You can get a lot of crazy builds out of this. So Uncle Demi about to make some crazy builds out of this pie chart. All the other pie charts are still the same. But one thing that I will say is that now you will not be getting the same name. So that's one thing that I was messing around with. You will get the same pie charts physicals here. But one thing I was saying is that you will now get different names when you max everything out. So it's gonna take me some time. I'll have to start over again from scratch. But as you can tell, everything's basically the same. Nothing changed. Attribute for attribute, pie chart for pie chart. It's the same pie charts as it was from 21. Basically what I mean is that a pure blue slashing pie chart, if you at this build on 21, these attributes you see 94, 95, 94, 59, 94, they are exactly the same as it was on current gen. So there's not much that has changed. You still get your physicals, right? But the big thing is now you get a +3 instead of a +4 to your attributes. So that's something that you want to keep in mind. You only get a +3 and not a +4 when you hit 99 overall. So that's something that people want to keep in mind. Again, I wanted to stress that. And then of course, as you go here, it doesn't really matter. The takeover, everything's still the same. Nothing has changed at all. And again, you get the slasher. So even when you test the build out real quick, I just want to show y'all this real quick. And you max it out right here. Right, you still get that +4, so that that +3. So now it's saying you do get a +8 to your physicals, but only a +3 now to your attributes on the left side, man. So again, there's some differences with current gen, but it's not really that much of a difference. Next gen has a ton of changes that I hopefully that y'all was able to pick up on. And again, I'll revisit that because it's more complicated. But I will say this is that I will be making next gen and current gen video build videos, so don't stress about it. All my nephews and nieces on both sides will get love. But other than that, my nephews and nieces, you know what it is, man. This is your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon on the banger, man. And you know, when I say back soon on the banger, you know exactly what day I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.
Pockets full of white men with green faces, like I mix the colors of the Indiana Pacers. Yeah, you get that rhyme later.